Be very hard to be a vegan like I am and be homophobic.
What? What?
Viewer discretion is advised. Cops is filmed on location with the men and women of law enforcement. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
Guys, how's it going today? My name is Chris Nark. Welcome to another stream today. I appreciate everyone that's given the follows recently. Let's go through the list here. Squirrel Potatoes, December Loved, OG James, and Dr. Dragons. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for the follows. Genuinely appreciate it. I hope we can go over a couple of things today. I've learned some information recently, shared through a mutual YouTuber who I will not disclose on this channel because now I have a sneaking suspicion that, that Anonymous, Quantum's right-hand man, is currently watching these streams, or at least watching the YouTube channel. Hey, what's up, Core? How you doing? What's up, Fursik? How you doing? But listen, I'm gonna kind of like spill a few little beans here real quick. The reason I'm saying that is because I'm seeing a lot of dumb fucking comments like this guy and a couple of others. But this one is interesting. This one piqued my interest almost immediately. In the most recent video about Quantum TV, Anonymous has reached out to us. Now, Anonymous, something tells me that you watch these streams. Something tells me that you may not watch the streams. Maybe you're just too goddamn lazy and you just watch the YouTube channel. But, ooh, you coming into my comment section? Not a good move. I'm not going to read it because YouTube won't allow me to monetize the video or allow me to actually upload it with these words. Actman is a member of a certain group and doesn't like gay people. And you gave him a pass. So pathetic. God, I just read that like he's just being fucking condescending as fuck. My response, on the other hand, finally, nice to meet the man who's posting nasty stuff in his Discord and creating narratives to further the hole he's digging. I've heard a lot about you. If you want to talk and go over the evidence, we can do it live. So I have put the ball in dipshit's court. And he has yet to respond because dipshit, none of the creators critiquing him has brought up Quantum's race whatsoever. You and your boss are spinning a narrative that makes no logical sense. Maybe you guys can reach out to Tommy C again. Oh, wait. He called Quantum a trash person, just like everybody else. Anonymous and Quantum, I'm putting this out to both of you. Because I know Anonymous is your little right-hand butterball. But listen, brother, baby, sweetheart. Writing shit like that and having no context to it whatsoever is absolutely delicious to me. Currently serving the Wayback Machine to look into the Twitter allegations because I like to be a nosy Rosie. Nothing wrong with that, kid. It's good that you're doing research outside of it. But Anonymous and Quantum, the invitation's open to both of you. I know you guys want to fucking try and verbally double team every single person that doesn't like you, but I'm calling you guys out directly. Moving past Anonymous's terrible fucking comment that made me think he has little to no brain cells, we are going to be going over Rich. So if you don't know who Rich is, ReviewTechUSA has been on the platform for years. He's been there through thick and thin. He's been there for years. Rich, at the current moment, has decided to step away from YouTube.
Hello, everybody.
So, kind of giving context to what we're going to be watching here, this is really, realistically, Rich's way of kind of telling everybody that YouTube has asked him to drop this by giving him a community guideline strike for bullying and harassment, which doesn't make much sense when you're exposing an individual for shitty behavior, but what do I know? I'm not the fucking drones that click buttons at YouTube. But Rich leaving YouTube is it's a major loss to the YouTube community. Let's watch Rich's video here on Twitter, kind of understand what's going on, and we're gonna go over some of the tweets, and then we're gonna go over Quantum's most recent response to Rich.
I want to make this video while I'm very, very angry. So I don't know what's going on at YouTube, but there's corruption going on there. And I don't have a problem saying it. And if it means my channel gets shut down for saying it, so be it. I'll go walk off into the sunset and live stream on Twitch. So I go to check my account today, and I see that I have a community guideline strike, a warning. It tells me I could review the content here. And it is it's not showing right now, but it was the live stream video.
So Rich was watching a live stream of the situation going on with Actman and Quantum, and he was reacting to the video in question that was taken down by YouTube. YouTube hit him for a community guideline strike that was considered bullying and harassment. Now, mind you, that's different than the strike that they gave Actman.
Where I showed a highlight clip about Quantum TV. Now, it also just so happens that now I have a couple videos that also I didn't rate the ads properly, which initially I didn't think was a conspiracy, but tied together with this, yeah, something's up. YouTube doesn't want us talking about this situation, but too bad, I'm going to continue to talk about it. However, I am not uploading content on this channel until this is resolved. It may never be resolved. YouTube may not remove this community guideline strike, but YouTube, what's going on? Why are you siding with hatred here? You are siding with someone who is verified.
So basically, this is the video. Oh shit, Crash, thank you for the raid, brother. Appreciate the 2 viewers. Thank you, Crash. The thing is that's going on with Rich. Rich reacted and was reporting on the situation that Quantum's been doing and got hit for a community guideline strike. So Rich effectively, as of June 15th, has effectively resigned and retired from his main channel that just, mind you, hit 1 million subscribers this month. That is a major milestone. And now all those years of work to hit 1 million subs or even beyond that, gone in an instant, because Rich doesn't want to continue that situation, right? He doesn't want to continue that situation, which is fucking disheartening. Rich has been on the platform for years, over a decade even, and now YouTube decides to take Rich out. So Rich proceeds to say he's only going to be streaming on Twitch from now on. He's not uploading to the channel. So after Rich effectively resigned from YouTube, Quantum decided to upload a new video about Rich. Now you're saying to yourself, what the fuck else could he say about Rich? Well, let's go through the list. Based on Rich's tweet, Quantum TV putting out lies about me again, saying I'm a pedo, doxed, and sexual, an S-ayer. Literally right now. That was an hour ago. These are things I've disproven countless times. So the situation that Rich is talking about is something I didn't know about until I did a little bit of digging. So Rich, by a troll, proven by Rich, a troll was attacking Rich, saying that Rich committed SA, and he's doxxed, and that he's a pedophile. He's a pedo. I can't say the full word on YouTube. He's a pedo. That troll effectively outed himself to Rich by super chatting him in a live stream and saying, hey, I had an actress read that off. It was all fake. It was just to troll you. Which, whoever trolls like that, you are the biggest piece of garbage on planet fucking Earth. You need to be fucking you need, I don't know what needs to be done to you, but you need to be locked in a fucking insane asylum if you think that's a troll. Now, Rich replied to Quantum's new video that we are going to be discussing in a few minutes. And this is what Rich, after explaining the situation, offered to Quantum.
Hey, Quantum
TV, Rich of ReviewTechUSA here. On your newest video, again, which I guess YouTube is okay with, where you're putting out the same lies about me that I've sexually assaulted someone, which I've disproven that it was a troll. The thing about me doxing the 1316 killer, which someone literally just changed the text on a tweet, which is very simple to do. That's why you can never trust a screen cap. And even 1316 killer admitted to it. But again, he's putting out all the same stuff.
Oh yeah, that happened to Rich years ago. It was some troll. It wasn't anything recent. That was a couple of years ago, actually. That was a couple of years ago. So what Rich is effectively doing is calling out Quantum, saying, you're fucking making lies about me, and you know you're making lies about me. But Quantum's response is, and the slur you said on camera, still you lie. How about ripping off Big Cheese? Still a lie? You talk about accountability, but you have none for yourself. Quantum. Rich has denounced that situation. He denounced it. He said he was wrong when he was called out about it. And even before he was called out of it, said he was wrong back in the day for making that slur on camera. But the fact that Quantum comes out and continues the line of him essaying somebody and being a pedo is absolutely insane to me. It's absolute insanity. The fact that you think that you can do that and lie about somebody so blatantly, especially about actual life-ending allegations, and have no proof of it, and it has been proven incorrect, and you go and spout that shit, you're an idiot. Didn't we just have an entire gigantic court case about defamation? Didn't we just have it like a few fucking days ago? Am I the only one that remembers that? No, I'm pretty sure everyone fucking remembers that. Quantum, goddamn you.
Stuff that he heard from trolls and that I've disavowed, like for the fact that a troll was paid someone, I mean to say, on Fiverr. He paid a woman to read a script to say that I was sexually assaulted, which that video is still on YouTube, by the way, and I did flag that one. That was the troll gave me a super chat and admitted that he paid an actress to read a script. But anyway, this is on his newest video where he's putting out the lies. And I just wanted to...
So Rich, effectively, you got his side of the story here. Rich writes in Quantum's own video, in the comments, bro, no one was ever doxxed. Someone manipulated a tweet and just changed the text. Tweets are easily manipulated, and 1316 Killer, the troll, admitted it. You are still pushing out lies, but that's fine. YouTube is gonna let you. Good luck. So that was Rich's tweet. Quantum responds with what we talked about before, and then Rich responds with, come on my show and we can discuss all of it. I invited you on countless times. I'd welcome you on the show. I'll even turn off live chat so no one will make you feel uncomfortable. So that is on Quantum's new video, those fucking comments. Rich has literally said, you know what, fuck it. I've already talked about it before. I've already denounced it, and the troll already admitted that it was a fucking troll. Quantum, listening to the trolls that don't like Rich, is immediately making these videos, which something tells me that a certain somebody who left a comment in my comments section prompted him to do this, because the idiot that currently runs with the V for Vendetta profile at whatever age he is, unironically, is influencing Quantum on a lot of this shit. So that idiot told Quantum this information, most likely, and then after that, Quantum posted the video. Now, we're going to go over Quantum's little fucking video here.
Because of the talking points of the Act Man and Review Tech USA, my family is being threatened. My wife is...
The thing is, dude, is that it's not the two of them. They haven't doxed any of your information. They never said any of your information. They never put out your real name. They blurred out your name throughout all of the evidence that they presented against you. Yes, again, like we've discussed, and last time, and about 4 videos now, I have denounced those people that go after you and try to dox you. But this is the thing. You also said the same thing to Griffin Gaming. You also said the same thing to Griffin Gaming. Dude, your video is causing harassment of my family, and they're putting my family in danger and all this fucking shit. The thing is, dude, is that when you cry wolf this many times, people are going to less likely believe you. Now, I'm not saying that I don't believe you. I believe you that you are getting potential fucking hate from people that are assholes. But people like me, people like my community, aren't going out of their way to dox you, to harass you, to go after your content, any of that. We are just reporting here. We're just discussing your actions. And I feel sorry for you and your family if you're dealing with that. This is very fucked up if he's actually getting these things. And I'll admit it. It's fucked up that these people are saying these things to Quantum TV. I will side with Quantum on this. Anybody that goes after Quantum in that way and does not do it with at least an open mind and an actual reporting on the situation, you are a piece of shit. The minute you start threatening children, wives, the person's own life, you are a piece of shit. Hear me again. You are a piece of shit if you go after Quantum this way. And if you continue to do it that way, you're not going to get anywhere.
Very graphic ways of talking about how they want to murder me because I'm some homophobic, transphobic piece of shit, menace, copyright abuser that doesn't belong on the platform. These are talking points that ReviewTechUSA and the Actman have put out there. And it's because of these talking points they've inspired hatred.
What talking points? Are you talking about the fact that your tweets were pulled up? You didn't denounce those. You just said that they were hacked and provided no evidence of the hack. What about the other thing? Oh, yeah, collecting the information, collecting the Actman's information for both brother, mother, and everyone else in the family. Or are you talking about the DMCA abuse? I forget. The thing is, dude, those aren't the talking points that embroiled people to come after you. These people are assholes that are doing this to you. But that is not the Actman and ReviewTechUSA's fault. Yes, they pointed out your bullshit and your fucking way of doing things, but that does not mean that they were the ones that are going out of their way to say, I want you to go after Quantum. I want you to dox Quantum. I want you to say awful shit to his wife. Nobody has said that. Not a single person. And you trying to hold them accountable for these people is like you trying to hold accountable your audience for trying to dox me. Really fucking idiotic. I don't blame you. I don't blame you in the slightest.
Injustice on the platform, which is larger YouTubers using that influence when they don't get the result they want. They don't get to just demand YouTube around like the bullies they are, and YouTube.
Oh no, the bullies that they are. Quantum, dude, listen. You do realize that large creators do have a voice on this platform, right? Like, they meet with YouTube. They meet with Susan. They meet with other people. Like, you don't have that connection. Now, I'm not saying that I'm not saying that them going out into the wilderness and screaming that YouTube is promoting hate and all of this shit by keeping you on the platform is kind of like, I'm not gonna say it's not a little over the top. The Actman's videos about you and stating that YouTube demonetized him for calling you out is where I draw my line. Like, that is enough for me. That's enough for me to know that you need to be removed. It's not just their talking points. It's also the evidence I've gathered on you. It's also all the investigating that we've done on you. That's how I know. But you trying to turn it around and saying, well, these larger creators, I know you won't list Mutahar. You goddamn won't list Mutahar. You won't list Charlie because you goddamn know that the minute you bring their names up, Charlie and Mutahar will make very good comprehensive videos. Unfortunately, the problem is that they can't because YouTube will most likely strike them down. You, at the end of the day, need to understand what's going on here. Give me 1 second. Another person just reached out to me. You going around and saying the shit that you have been saying and constantly making these videos on, yeah, the tweets about the LGBT thing, sure, you're a piece of shit and you definitely don't like gay people, but that doesn't mean that all of YouTube promotes that by allowing you on the platform. I hate to say it, guys. I hate to say it. That's not what they're doing. They are not looking at it as well as they need to. YouTube is putting their fucking blinders on. If they actually wanted to double down on the whole like conspiracy theory that they're letting people with hate on the platform still, this would have already been a major situation. YouTube would have already deleted them for all the evidence, all of that shit. They're just not looking. Bro, I think YouTube, what they're doing at the current moment is looking at people that are looking at this in an objective light and reporting on it versus people with an emotional light. So Rich and the Actman are emotional. They're mad. They're pissed off that their channels have been taken down, demonetized, struck, whatever. Those are emotional responses. What we're doing here is just breaking down the situation.
Who gives in, then they start painting everybody as a conspiracy theorist, a sympathizer towards hatred, and labeling me as hatred.
Okay, so I see you trying to use Tommy's situation with the Actman to your own advantage. Yes, the Actman did something fucking stupid by saying he could strike. Like, if I have anything to say about Tommy's channel, it'll be struck. That was fucking stupid. That was stupid as shit. We've already gone over that. I feel like you're behind, Quantum. Yes, Tommy doesn't like the Actman, but Tommy also knows that you are the biggest piece of shit in this situation. Tommy might not like the Actman at all, but you are an idiot. You are the problem here. You've always been the problem.
The fact is, this is happening because they don't like me and they want me removed off the platform.
Yes. That's exactly what's happening here, Quantum. That's exactly what's happening here. You as an individual who use your influence to push down on a smaller channel like Mischief at the time, saying, well, I don't want to, you don't want a channel like mine coming after you, or you don't want to use my content because that it might lead to a legal dispute or a DMCA. But then this is the thing. You're okay with doing that to Mischief, but then when other creators start to lean on you and say, hey, you don't deserve to have a platform on it anymore. You aren't a good person. You have falsely claimed people. You have doxed people. You have created lies and rumors about people. But then when the shoe's on the other foot, you start bitching. Yeah, all right, makes sense.
And we're going to talk about all of this. I don't care what side of the argument you sit on, but there is something that has to change here.
Yo, Biggest Duck, thank you for the follow, and you're... Hi, I'm a duck. Nice.
Because now it is spilling over into real-world conduct of hatred and to malice that can lead to even worse. So I am here to try to clear up some of these fallacies, so please try to listen unbiasedly, as, again...
I'll listen to you unbiasedly, but the fact that you are continuing to try and set this straight, even though you've made 6 other videos trying to set this straight... It's not going in your favor, dude. It really isn't. So I'm going to hear you out. I'll hear you out. But I'm going to be upfront with you, man. You talking shit about Rich? Are you making that meme compilation video of laughing at the Actman? Are you listening to Anonymous the entire time in your Discord? I'm
just trying to set the record straight for anyone willing to actually listen to the facts.
I'll listen.
The Act Boy has created a lynch mob.
So you're already starting off the video by insulting the Actman. So this is the thing, dude. If you want people to hear you out, maybe not start the video off by insulting the man. Crazy. Crazy thoughts here. Crazy.
I never ban-evaded. I never doxed anyone.
I'll hear you out on that one.
Not a homophobe. I mean, what more can I really say? YouTube, the beautiful thing about this, is a platform that has their own policies. And the ultimate authority has come out and told him, I didn't do any of this stuff. Now, that's not good enough for him, and he didn't get his way. So he then tries to come up with other talking points. But the fact is...
So let me ask you this, Quantum. How come you're not speaking to Willie Mack? How come you're not speaking to Willie Mack Show? If you genuinely believe this, I'm hearing you out. I'm hearing you out. Listen, I'm going to hear you out. The chat won't hear you out, but I'll hear you out. Nobody's going to hear you out that kind of understands the situation from start to finish. But I will. I'll break it down. There's one person that you need to talk to, and that's Willie Mack Show. Willie Mack Show is the only one that is... Not the only one. Willie Mack Show is basically going out of his way to actually build a case for both sides. Yet you have done nothing that I know of yet to even remotely give any information. I'll listen to you. I will. I'll hear you out. But if you try to spin the narrative like you've been doing, or trying to say something without any evidence proving the fact, it's not going to help you.
I never doxed anyone, and there will never be any proof or any evidence of it happening. And anyone who asks for proof or evidence of what I said or where I said it? Where did I release this or this personal information of his?
Okay, first off, you're already starting off on the doxing thing being the exact definition of a dox. We went over that on last stream. This is the thing, Quantum. Yes, the actual definition of a dox is releasing somebody's private information in a malicious manner online. Like, let's say, posting the address of Keemstar, like your buddy J Station that's defending you right now. Let's say something like that, right? That's doxing. What you did, not defined as doxing, but it still is a form of doxing, because not only did you gain all of the family's information, you looked up the mother's name, you looked up the mother's number because you didn't want to get in contact with Actman over Discord, because I don't know why you decided to do it that way. I heard a rumor it's because you thought it would be easier to talk to him over the phone, which doesn't make any sense. Then there's the other aspect. That we're going to go over, is that on your podcast, you talked about how easy it was to find his information. And these exact words were, hey, you guys can look it up yourself. It's really it's really easy. You inflamed your audience to look up that information. If you didn't say that, you'd still be a fucking creep. But you also pointed people and told them how easy it is to find them. And then on top of that, your little buddy Anonymous doxed the Actman's information in your Discord. Did you forget about that? He found his private information and posted it in your Discord. You didn't delete it. You didn't delete it at all, actually. And then another thing is when another individual said, hey, where on this page where you got this information from is the Actman's mother's number? I don't see it here. It's just the Actman's name. And you and Anonymous went pretty silent on that one. Anonymous responded with, well, you know, we had his last name and shit. I don't remember the exact words, but it was something along those lines. You guys do not know how fucking deep of shit you're in.
Everyone who asks where and to link specifically where I'm doxing the Actman is immediately a conspiracy theorist just trying to take my side, a quantum TV sympathizer. They're siding with hate, and it's all of this bullshit because he's not getting his way from these people. And it's quite simply, they're not.
So he saw him and Tommy get into a spat, and Willie Mack show and him get into a spat, which, again, I denounced the Actman even doing that in the first place, which is fucking stupid of him to argue with Willie Mack show and Tommy. Why even do that? Tommy just doesn't like you. Okay, cool. Whatever. Deal with it. Get over it. Willie Mack show is trying to be objective and gain all the information he can. Sure, he'll tweet out once in a while a thing against you, but that doesn't mean that Willie Mack show isn't being objective. Quantum saw that, like I stated before in the last video, that he's seeing the fractures in the community and he's going to capitalize on it, which is what he's doing now. I'm hearing him out. There is no direct link. I'll agree with you, Quantum. There's no direct link, but the podcast episode you still have up saying, I have your mother's information, your brother's information, your information. It's really easy to find, guys. You could just look it up yourselves. That's pretty damning. It's not direct doxing. I'll give you that. But it's really fucking shitty. I'm hearing you out, but I'm also going to refute your points.
Not joining his mob. Now, one of the talking points they've been trying to cancel me with for the longest time is saying that I'm some homophobic, you guys, the whole spiel that they push out. Let me just kind of put this out there. It'd be very hard to be a vegan like I am and be homophobic.
What? What? Quantum, what? I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh. I want to hear about Just when I heard that sentence, I genuinely couldn't believe it. I'm sorry. I'm trying to hear you out, Quantum. I'm sorry I laughed. But being a vegan, let me just reread what you said. Very hard to be a vegan like I am and be homophobic. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm trying to hear you out here, but that was just fucking funny.
Vegan literally can't be homophobic. If I'm so homophobic, why would I support their businesses? It doesn't.
Are you just saying that all businesses that are vegans are are gay? And okay, Quantum. Okay, what? Is that what you just said? So you're saying that all vegan businesses, all vegan restaurants, all vegan products are made by the gay community? It's so hard. It's so hard not to laugh at that. Oh, fuck me. Fuck me.
Make any sense whatsoever. But they don't care about logic. They just want to lie, frankly.
What? Where is the logic? Quantum, seriously, where is the logic? I know so many people that are vegans, and I've never, ever heard something like that before. Dude, what? Dude, what? Dude, what? Dude, what? Dude, what? What?
Now let's be very real. Let's talk about why they're saying this. 5 years ago, I was hacked. Yeah, let's say that again. 5 years ago, I was hacked. Okay, it was nasty. Okay, but here's the bigger picture that nobody understands. Everybody asks why are those tweets left up for.
I wanna hear that.
Real. Okay, my PlayStation, Xbox, emails, all this shit got hacked. It was not Twitter. As big of a shock as that may be for some people, my priority was never Twitter. Because think about it. My Twitter got hacked. I got the fucking account back. Great. Okay. I'm moving on to more important stuff like my PlayStation that has my payment information. Hello. Actual money. Okay. I'm trying to focus on other shit that's like more important. Like, I don't know, my email that has all of my main shit for my business on it. Okay. Which, by the way, still to this day, one of those main email accounts, still I've never gotten back. I have issued so many complaints to Yahoo, called them so many times.
Why do you have a Yahoo account? Why do you have a Yahoo account? Can we just be honest here? Like, what year is this? Okay. I can see Quantum's point on this one, where he's like, I wasn't really focused on Twitter at the time. And I was more focused on my payment information off my PlayStation, my Xbox, my emails for my business. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. The thing is, dude, is that normal people, once you're done with all that stuff, don't you want to get rid of those tweets that were really damning? I need to understand where your logic is on that, because it seems like you just brush past it outside of being like, I was focused on like 50 other things. Okay, cool. I'm with you on that. You know, I'd be upset too. I'd be going all the way around, deleting stuff, getting rid of my PlayStation account, all that shit. But this is the thing. Grave, I'm sorry we made fun of you. I'm sorry. But this is the thing, Quantum. You need to understand one aspect. In the event that you have a platform, right? And that platform is basically built up by the things that you do and say, right? Just right. Am I wrong here in stating that? Your entire brand, especially online or in general, if you become somebody with a platform, is all based on your actions, or let's say the actions of a hacker. Once you got most of that stuff done, wouldn't you go, oh shit, I need to delete these tweets, and not wait until the day that Rich was streaming it about those tweets and then immediately start mass deleting them all at once while Rich was on stream? That's the misconnection that I'm feeling here. I really hope you could refute that, because I got to figure that part out still. And I even figure that part out. I just need to hear your words on that. I need you to fill that void for me.
And they told me, yeah, unfortunately, we can't let you back in your account unless you remember the password from all those years ago when I set it up. Problem is,
What the
that
fuck?
was like one of my OG emails that I had from like fucking middle school, and I just kept it as an adult. So that kind of stuff bites you in the ass. And so I've still been fighting this. This is nothing new, okay? And this concept that I was targeted because I did TV reviews that people disagreed with. Back then, I'll tell you what it was. It was the LG C7. I didn't like the C7, and I didn't like X.
So you're telling me that people that didn't like the C7 and the Xbox review that you did doxed, harassed, hacked all of your stuff. That's absolute insanity. Like, I understand that the PlayStation fanboys and the Xbox fanboys, they're a little fucking toxic. Can we all agree? They're a little fucking toxic. But I've never heard of them hacking systems before of people that have platforms. You don't see, like, you don't see Donkey. Here's a good example. You don't see Donkey get hacked at the level that you've been hacked at when he shits on a game, a console, or a company that one of these fanboys fucking like.
Box. And those two communities ganged up on me. Big fucking
So you're telling me that a TV community and the Xbox community ganged up on you. Okay, I'll hear you out.
surprise. This is now, again, a theme. Xbox gamers and Elden Ring gamers coming together and attacking me.
Okay, listen. You're saying that Elden Ring gamers attacked you, which they didn't. They just clowned on you. They said your take was fucking stupid. Nobody out of the community that made videos on you attacked you. They were just saying your take was shit, which is an opinion that they hold, and they can hold. This is America, baby. You can have a fucking opinion. If you don't like it, get over it. This is America, sweetheart.
People in communities that band together don't like me and they attack me. ReviewTechUSA had an impersonation account on his channel as a moderator for the longest time, confusing everybody and knew about it. Okay? The people that don't like me have this weird habit of wanting to be me and make me look like I'm saying things.
What? These people who don't like me want to be me. That is the most egotistical sentence I've ever heard, but I'll hear you out.
That I'm not saying. Their goal is not to hack my accounts, to delete the accounts. It's to take it over and pose as me. You don't believe me? There's a guy literally that took my old Twitter handle. He took my old Twitter handle and started making a channel. My profile picture's still up there, and he's still saying things, and that actually still confuses some people to this day. Okay? I can't tell you how many people can just take a profile picture and take my name, because they're allowed to name their channel whatever they want, impersonate me, and say whatever they want to say. It happens. And I'm sorry to say, I'm more concerned about my finances being compromised, my bank accounts, all this stuff being compromised because somebody got into my email and all this other shit, my business actually going into some dangerous territory, because that's the priority. Okay? Like, and the thing is, all of this is not even public business. This isn't anyone's business, right? Nobody needs to know this,
But you told all these people about that. You went out and said all these things, which it wasn't until you were called out on it, and then you also talked about that with Griffin Gaming before all this shit blew up, and I'm just trying to understand this stuff. I really am. I'm really trying to understand the time frame here.
try to make it a bigger deal than it is, and they try to say, well, you left those tweets up, clearly you care. Twitter was not a priority. And it just so happened, by the way, for everybody thinking I deleted it while ReviewTechUSA was streaming, like he likes to lie and say, Tipster was the first person I saw streaming it, and I only deleted it while I was seeing Tipster stream, okay? Because I didn't know it was there. And I don't social media, people, okay?
You don't social media, but you repost everything in your Discord that's going on Twitter right now. Which I get, because you're embroiled in the drama and you want to be caught up to date on everything, which is fine. You know, I'm not knocking you for that. But you're a brand. You have a brand. You need a social media presence. You need to be in charge of that social media presence. Okay?
I don't care about this shit. So I'm sitting here watching Tipster try to frame me and say, look at all this crazy shit you wrote in 2018. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? Seriously? And I go in and I delete it because I don't even know that there is a backlog. I've said this 1,000,001 times. And the funny thing is, I've disavowed it. Because when heinous things are posted, you get rid of heinous things. Period. Otherwise...
But when people were calling you out about it, you said nothing about it. And then when it got to a point that people were saying things about it and it got too big, then you came out and said I was hacked. That's the time frame. So if you see Tipster live streaming this, why don't you reach out to Tipster and say, hey, dude, seriously, these aren't my tweets. Someone hacked me. Please, this is not who I am. I understand that you don't like me, but just reach out to them. Like, while Tipster's streaming, all you had to do was go into the stream and say something. I don't know if you were banned or not, but dude, your damage control was not on point at the time. Your damage control was actually really poor at the time.
It's the same as agreeing with it. I got rid of it. And now, because I got rid of it, they're like, oh, see, he's guilty. I really don't care that you don't like that people don't like me and they say nasty shit about me. But what I do care is when you blatantly tell lies, like he's homophobic and he wants all gay people shot and killed, that's now you creating hate speech. You've done that. I've never said that on any level. And the fact that you're now going with that, because let's be real, I've read that tweet, and that tweet doesn't even say that all gay people should be attacked or harmed. It never says anything like that. I'm not agreeing with that heinous tweet, but what I am saying is not even the tweet that you're using to paint that picture or create that narrative says that. So you're clearly doing this because you hate me, and it's clearly agenda-based. I mean, with this whole Actman situation, are we really listening to a guy who has used the F word with no apology outside of some disingenuous crap?
No apology? The Actman did apologize. That's the thing. He apologized. When he was corrected on those things, called out on those things, and looked back on those things, he apologized. Then deleted it. Then used it as a point to grow. While you, instead of doing that and saying, hey guys, this is not what it looks like in the moment. Like, you waited until the last minute. You didn't reach out to Rich. You didn't reach out to Tipster and say, hey, dude, seriously, this is a really bad thing that's happening right now. I got hacked. These tweets are not mine. I know, like, some of my videos are a little crazy or I say crazy things, but I don't believe in what those tweets stated. Like, why? Like, I don't understand. Okay, so people have been archiving the parody accounts on the way back, but I have found the post 2020 stuff. All right, cool. But that's the thing, dude, is that at the end of the day, your PR on the situation didn't help you. You know, I'm not taking Quantum's side on a lot of shit. I really am not. But I can't prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that he wasn't hacked. I don't have that evidence. Nobody has that evidence. Nobody has the evidence to say he wasn't hacked or he was hacked. Only Quantum knows that. And he's not willing to share that with anybody. This is the situation that we're faced here. If those tweets were not made by you, why did you wait so long? I know the priority was your bank account, your emails, everything. But why didn't, if you knew that these people hated you and had access to your Twitter, I don't understand how you didn't look into those tweets at least a little bit, like at least investigate what they might have said and done if they were impersonating you. You said that you knew that they were trying to impersonate you. Why didn't you go back and double check to make sure no heinous shit? And I'm not giving the Actman any props for even writing that stuff in the first place. I'm not being like, oh, because, you know, the Actman said this horrible shit, we need to tell him he's a fucking piece of shit and all this stuff. In a sense, you need to hold him accountable to those tweets, which people have done. He learned, he apologized, he's growing, or he grew. He's out of that stage now. But the thing is that we don't know where Quantum is on that stage, and that's the problem here. That's the thing that I'm trying to figure out on my end. Like, I can't, without a shadow of a doubt, be like, yeah, no, Quantum was hacked. Or, yeah, no, Quantum didn't get hacked and then deleted the evidence. I can't say that. Nobody can. Willie Mack Show can't say that. I can't say that. Any other person that's investigating Quantum can't say that. At all. But it's really suspicious that that's the defense that you're using. I understand the priority part. I'm not dissuading that. I'm not putting that down. The thing that I'm kind of skeptical on is the fact that you turn around and say, oh, I was hacked. I had more important things to worry about at the time. Okay, fine. We can agree on that 100%. The thing I'm kind of looking at is how come after some of those things were handled and you had some downtime, you didn't look potentially at your Twitter or at your social media that was hacked at the time to see if these guys did anything on your social media, because that reflects on your brand. If someone hacks you and creates horrible shit on your Twitter timeline that you use not only to promote business, to write your opinions, all of this stuff, right? How aren't you concerned by what somebody might be writing on there when the other things are done?
Because if you look at his recent interviews where they say, and you don't still talk like that with your friends today, and he's like, hesitancy. Why? Because he still feels these things. He still says these homophobic slurs that he's so outraged over. Are we really listening to the guy who uses the N-word with the hard R and then says that there are worse words he could say and that could be said? This isn't somebody who...
You are referencing that information back then. And yes, again, the act man. Shitty fucking tweets. Shitty fucking thing to say. Shitty fucking thing to do. I am not denouncing. I am not saying that you aren't right on that. I'm agreeing with you on it. That it's shitty. But you trying to turn this into a point and say, look at that, look at that, look at that. All the criticism levied against me outside of everything else is not valid because of these people. It doesn't make any sense. I understand that you're trying to shift the information a certain way. And then on top of that, kind of defend yourself, but you're not going about it in the way that's logical. I understand at the current moment that you are in an emotional place. You know, your family's being attacked, all of those things. I get it. I 100% get it. But you got to understand, dude, how you're handling this right now is not good. You avoiding these conversations with people that want to reach out to you is not good. Again, I don't know if you've talked to Willie Mack's show. I saw Willie Mack's tweet that he did reach out to you, and it's up to you to talk to him. And if you provide Willie Mack the evidence, and the evidence corroborates your stories here, I'll hear it out. I'll hear it out in an objective light.
Who is some crazy victim social justice warrior that's just being unjustly handled by some menace, and YouTube siding with hate. This is a guy that has a pattern of behavior, literally proven. He's apologized for it, fine, but still feels that way because when you watch him candidly speak in interviews,
So you're using the Asmagolda interview and the Philip DeFranco interview and the Augie RFC interview, where the act man, in the Augie one, he was on his toes. I can admit that. But the one with Asmongold, they misspoke one time about that tweet that the act man put out. And you jump to that as that's him being okay with the way he used to be. I'm trying to understand the logic on that one.
he shows himself and tells on himself. You guys have parents that ever told you that? Like, you know you told on yourself, right? He does that all the time when he speaks. Are we really going to listen to the guy that cares he hates ban evading so much? Meanwhile, YouTube, again, ultimate authority about their terms of service and their platform, tells you I'm not violating terms of service, including ban evading, which is a part of TOS, right? He brought it to them. They said no. He couldn't take it. So what does he do? He runs to Keemstar, who's been ban evading since 2013. Oh, let me tell you. Oh, he cares so much about ban evading. Are we really listening to the guy who was told, let me say that again, who was told that I'm receiving racist death threats, black people hanging from trees, all the kind of crazy shit you would hear about, like seemingly from like the 1950s back in that time period, right? Like straight up, okay? Was told about it. Doesn't disavow it once, and instead of disavowing it,
not disavowing that stuff. Please do not harass or make any threats against YouTube, Quantum, or anyone involved in this situation. If you would like to express yourself, feel free to do so responsibly and use the hashtag justiceforactman. Thank you for all your support. It means the world to me. Tweet it out on June 8th. June 8th at 5:48 p.m. He denounced it. He did. He really did.
Or telling his fans, don't do racist things like this. This isn't.
So this is the thing. You picked the word racist thing, but the thing is, do not harass or make any threats. Any threats. Does that not make an umbrella fucking conversation for racist threats against you? And I'm saying it here on my channel. If anybody brings up racist shit through or to Quantum TV at any point, if I see anybody that is written in my comments that follow me on this chat, any of it, if I see any of it being sent to Quantum, any hate towards Quantum, you will be banned from the channel and you will be banned from the Twitch stream, and I will call you out by name on my channel and say that you're a piece of shit and you need to apologize to Quantum. I am telling you all right now. That is not how we do things. You need to listen. You need to be able to understand. And we need evidence, not you slinging douchebag conspiracies at people.
How we get it done. He then goes on Discord and he creates, wait for it, the ACT clan. Knows about the racism. Makes a clan. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Now, people can say I'm reaching all they want.
Yeah, you're kind of reaching on that one. I'm going to hear you out on this. I'm going to hear you out on this. I'm going to hear you out on this. I'm going to listen to you. I'm just very surprised that that's what you're going with. Because there are clans of teams, right? Like there are FaZe Clan, all the teams that have the word clan in their name. There's a lot of them, right? It's really, if that is, if.
But that's a little convenient. You have a black guy telling you that in your honor, you have your fans attacking him with racism. And you make a clan after, by the way, all this happened after the fact. I would get it if it was before. Maybe you could make an argument, right? That, oh, it's not like that. He made it after. He made it after the fact. Are we really going to believe the guy who got himself demonetized for threatening to dox YouTube family members and employees after YouTube was the...
Are you going to bring up the fact that it was made in a satirical jest? Are you going to bring that part up? That he never actually got anyone's information and posted that anywhere or anything? It's just ridiculous. It really is, dude. It is. It's kind of stretching. I'll admit, it's fucking stupid that he made it after the fact that you came out and said that these people were coming after you and saying this awful shit. I will agree with you. But you really are stretching at this point. And then on top of that, you definitively say that he was planning and threatening on doxing YouTube family members. But he never actually meant doxing those people, right? It's been consistently talked about throughout everybody, even Tommy. He's like, it was made in jest, but it was fucking stupid to do that. It was fucking stupid to do that. Like, he never actually meant it, though. Everyone knows that was made in, like, a frustrated satirical jest. I'm not defending the ACT man on it. I'm defending the actual verbiage of it. That wasn't an actual threat. That wasn't any information. None of it. Just like how you're stating that you never doxed his mother or put that information out there. That's the thing. You're kind of refuting your own point immediately. That's the problem here.
The victim of gun violence, like that whole chapter never happened. Like that wasn't a bad idea. And then later goes.
Why are you using J-Station's points from his Twitter? I don't know if you are, but I do remember the YouTube situation that happened a couple of years ago. I remember that YouTube takes that very seriously, and that's why the Ackman's tweets saying those things were fucking stupid and led to his demonetization.
That literally after knowing that he got himself demonetized, went on the Phil DeFranco show and, first he went on Twitter and he claimed that he didn't, it was Quantum TV. Quantum TV's false flagging my videos, right? Plays dumb, entirely dumb to the whole.
But the thing is that this is good. This is good. You're matching the timeline. This is good. This is what we needed. You to match the timeline here. This is actually a good thing that you're doing right now. Good job. You're actually doing one good thing here. The thing is, though, is that it was satirical. I, again, do not agree that the Ackman immediately jumping the gun and saying it was your fault. I do not agree with that at all. That tweet was wrong. He did not know at that exact moment when it happened, and he should have taken it down the exact second that he tweeted it out. That exact second instead of leaving it up. I agree with you that he should not have tweeted that. He shouldn't have tweeted that doxing joke. He should have waited until YouTube officially put their information out or whatever when he was going on Philip DeFranco's show to get that information. We agree on something here. The problem is that you are still not a good person. There is no evidence to suggest that you weren't DMCAing people, which you were. Threatening people in the DMs, which you were to Griffin and to Mischief with legal litigation. The fact that you still called the Ackman's mother, unprompted. You didn't even need to call her, but you did. Those things are still very much the situation here. That doesn't remove that entire situation, and you glossed over that pretty fast.
Situation. Weaponizing people, turning them against me, much like he's doing with this entire situation to make everyone hate me, okay? Goes and says that, okay? Plays dumb, goes on the Phil DeFranco show. Phil DeFranco couldn't help but ask him why he didn't reveal it, and then he gives some bullshit excuse. I didn't know what I should be revealing. It wasn't to mislead anyone. When his first thing he wrote was Quantum TV is false flagging all of my videos or some.
But that's the thing. You don't know that for a fact. At the time he actually put that tweet out, that he got his answer from YouTube. That's the thing. You don't know that. How could you know that? Philip DeFranco was the one that broke the story. Because the Ackman should have deleted that tweet. We're on the same page here, right? Me and you, we're on the same page here. He should have deleted that tweet. He should have never tweeted that out. It shouldn't have led to that point where he was saying that you were the one doing these things to his channel when YouTube was effectively doing it. The thing is, though, is that his YouTube rep was feeding him information that might have gotten the YouTube rep in trouble and fired. So Ackman put a tight lid on it. I'm not defending the Ackman for not breaking that information immediately. Yeah, no, I saw OG James. I saw. Trust me, I saw. This is the thing, Quantum, is that you don't know for a fact that the exact time the Ackman did that and during that time frame that he had that information immediately. Even the YouTube rep probably didn't have that information immediately. The YouTube managers like Charlie State do not have a lot of control or power. While we agree he shouldn't have tweeted those things about you and said that you were the one doing it and just waited for YouTube's decision. I agree with you.
Some shit like that. He literally framed me for something he knew at the time. YouTube communicated the reason as to why he was demonetized.
But you're saying that as it was immediate. You don't know that. YouTube takes forever to get back to people. Even with the YouTube rep that he has, there's no evidence to suggest that the Ackman got that immediately. The moment that he tweeted that information out. Because if I pull up Twitter again. Let's see here. Ackman. So this time frame of June 7th at 7:51 p.m. Still didn't know. On June 8th, the next day, because that happened at 7:51. This tweet happened at 4:59 a.m. 4:59 a.m. Now, something tells me the Ackman did have that information at the time, now that I'm looking at the timeline. Good job, Quantum. You got me going on something. What I think is happening, though, is that he didn't know what he was allowed to put out at the time, just like he stated, because YouTube probably wanted to not share that information. But once the Justice for Actman tweet really started to gain traction, they had to put out a public statement. That is a little crazy. It's a little fucking crazy that you are not being genuine about that. That you say that he never disavowed any harassment against you, but he put a tweet out saying, do not harass Quantum. The first tweet of him saying Quantum TV is false flagging my videos, he should have deleted that tweet by now. I agree with you. He should have deleted that tweet. He was incorrect. I understand that the timeline still needs to be there, but he should not still have that tweet up. It should be down. The thing is, though, is that you're saying that he knew that information, but he tweeted at 5 in the morning, a few hours after that. So it's not like he knew that entire time frame. He should have deleted the tweet the minute he got that info from them. He really fucking should have, but he didn't. And he's an idiot for it. I defend the Actman in getting his monetization back. I defend him against your abuse of the copyright system, you calling his mother, all that shit. I defend him on that. But everything else and how he's handled the demonetization and everything, I've already talked about in the last stream. I think it's stupid how he's handling it.
This is the guy we're going to believe. Is this victim Justice for Actman? But then we got ReviewTechUSA creating another mob against me off of things. But, you know, ask him about that troll he had that got under his skin. Ask him why his first gut instinct as a grown, rusty man, his first instinct was to dig deep and say the first thing that comes to mind, and it was hard F-bomb, the homophobic slur. Ask ReviewTechUSA about his allegations, if you can call it that, of stealing $200 from his black friend, and how it was only until people were in an uproar about this whole big cheese thing, you know, the big cheese crusaders, yeah, that he decided to pay him back. But he tried to screw somebody out of money on the platform. That's literally scamming. That violates TOS. And let's talk about how he has allegedly, you know, gone down this whole sexual assault thing. Now, I personally heard audio on some video about him literally talking about some instance of him fondling some girl's breasts, and then she wanted it, and so he was all right with it. They were in some field somewhere, some weird shit, and it was weird. It was very weird, and he's feeling her up, and then she tells him he could stop, and he's like, okay, what is that? I don't know about you, but that whole story smells a little fishy to me. I don't know anything about it, but I can tell you right now, at the very least, it seems like he has a problem with his behavior and people telling him, not exactly feeling you on that. And every time he gets himself into trouble, it's a lot like the Actman. Points fingers at people, makes excuses, complains. You see what he's doing now? Corruption at YouTube, Quantum TV sympathizers. This is inciting language for a reason. You know, let's ask Review.
Inciting language for a reason. Okay, we're going to break down line by line his points against Rich. Him saying the F word on a stream to that troll, using that slur, not fucking good. Not fucking good. Really fucking bad. Really fucking bad. Rich, listen, I get it. I get it. You know, it happened years ago, but still, that is not good. Even if it was to a troll. On camera and even off camera, that word should not be used in a malicious manner, or even in general. He apologized for the slur an hour after that. You are correct, James. An hour after that, he said, holy shit, I didn't realize what I said, and I literally did not mean it that way, and nor did I mean to say it that way. That was within an hour. The big cheese situation, that was within 24 hours. Did he take the money from Big Cheese? Yes. But did he pay him right back? Yes. This is the thing. That cleared up the air on that. It really seems like he is reading from a script. Then the sexual assault, the SA allegation that you're pinning against Rich. Quantum, if you don't know that information beyond a shadow of a doubt, you do not make that allegation. You do not make that allegation. The fact that you also called Rich a pedo is also something that you shouldn't say. You need to understand how dangerous that kind of allegation is. And I understand that you're upset. I understand that you are sitting here frustrated by everything. I get it. I do. I'm trying to hear you out. But the thing is that you calling Rich a pedo, an essayer, somebody that scams black friends or African American friends, on top of the other thing, which is saying the F-bomb to a troll. The F-bomb thing is worth criticism. It is. Congrats. The situation with Big Cheese was handled immediately, within 24 hours, like Rich has stated. And then the SA information, if you don't know that it's true, why are you repeating it? Why? Quantum, you need to understand that an allegation like that is incredibly fucking heavy. And you do not do that.
ReviewTechUSA, he cares so much about doxing, then why did he dox the 316 killer? Not an actual killer, by the way. That's a YouTuber that had his state released, his name released, and a bunch of other personal information because Rich didn't like him. It's out there. That video...
You do realize that the reason that happened, which, again, I never condone doxing, and I'm not defending Rich on releasing that information if Rich did that or his community did that. The thing is, though, is that this troll paid somebody, a woman, to read off of a script and say that Rich was an essayer. That is malicious as fuck. Because the troll thought it was funny to do that, which it isn't funny. That's the thing, dude. That's the thing. That's the thing. That's the thing you're missing here. I'm not defending Rich if he was the one that actually leaked the information, or his community. I'm not doing that. But you're missing out the context of what the troll did that led to that. You're missing the context.
Is out there. He doxed that man so badly that the guy had to get off of YouTube because people were coming after him and his family and all that kind of stuff, from what I hear.
That, again, is an allegation that you are putting out there. You're making another allegation that you are not certain on. That's the problem here, guy. That's the problem. This is the situation that we're facing here, dude. Is that you are creating false information about Rich. You don't know if it's real. And you actually don't understand the situation with the troll at all. This is, and B said it best in my chat, this is kind of a double standard situation going on right now. Of you saying, oh, well, it's really fucked up that this guy's information got leaked and, his family and everything. But you gained information on the Ackman's family. Sure, that didn't go public and you hid the information, but you still gathered it. You still used it to harass his mother, to call his mother, to subtly threaten their family with legal litigation.
Did, for a fact, hear the 316 killer show a video. I saw the video of him literally having been doxxed by Rich after making Twitter posts about how he was going to dox him on the platform. Cross-platform harassment. That's how these YouTubers work, right? Let's ask him again why he doubles down on defending Vosh. Saying things like, I'm a fan of Vosh, you deal with it. When my chief complaint is that Vosh says the age of consent should be lowered for children, says things like child pornography should be legal, and I'm somehow some horrible human being, based off of hearing those things come out of Vosh's mouth, ReviewTechUSA defending those things, and saying, Well, you're a pedophile. Like,
First off, Rich never said or defended Vosh's statements on those. You do realize that you can enjoy someone's content and not agree with everything that they say, right? Like for me, I listen to Alex Jones. Ironically. I listen to it ironically. I tune into InfoWars once in a while just to see what crazy shit Alex Jones is going to say next, right? Does that make me an anti-globalist that believes the frogs are turning gay? Or that Hillary Clinton eats babies? Do I believe that because I watch Alex Jones? No. I have never once said that Hillary Clinton eats babies. I think it's ridiculous that he says those things, and I don't agree with it. But does that make me somebody that condones everything that Alex Jones says? No. You could also say the same thing about Joe Rogan in some senses. Because Joe Rogan, I watch Joe Rogan once in a while. I'll fucking admit it. I'm not afraid to say it. I will watch Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan has said some crazy shit about doctors and the medical community, right? He said some crazy shit about doctors in the medical community. Do I agree with Joe Rogan about his takes on the medical community? And some of the crazy fucking shit that he says, you'll get a sauna, do a DMT, like all this crazy shit. No. I've done DMT one fucking time, but that was it. It was cool. But that doesn't mean that I agree that everyone should be doing DMT or getting into sleep deprivation tanks. No, how does you... Yeah, listening to someone does not equal approval of them. Great fucking point, Kit. And that's the thing here, Quantum. You're equating Rich to being a pedo because he listens to Vosh. But the thing is that not everyone agrees with what Vosh says. It's okay. It's okay. Like, you can listen to somebody that is controversial and not agree with everything that they fucking say. You do know that, right? I listen to Kanye. Do I believe half of the shit that Kanye says is 100% what I should live my life on and believe in? No. Come on.
what else could I think? He wants the age of consent lowered, this Vosh guy. He wants child pornography to be legal. He thinks people who watch child pornography shouldn't be held accountable in that kind of stuff. If we have slave labor that harvests our silicone in our computers and shit like that, and all these outlandish takes. And he's even got tweets saying things like this. And apparently, ReviewTechUSA can just hop up and be like, it was an edgy take. Why is it Actman, Mischief, ReviewTechUSA, all...
Why are you dragging Mischief into this? Mischief has never put out any tweets like that. He hasn't. I have never seen Mischief in the entire time that I've been following on Twitter, and even, gonna be upfront with you, dug through his previous tweets to see if there was anything of substance that may or may not look bad on him. He's never done anything. He's never done anything. He's never said anything. That is outlandish. Why are you putting him in there if this is about the Actman and ReviewTechUSA? Is it because Mischief had a situation to happen to him that other YouTubers have been dealing with that you have been doing? You are spouting information with no context and no proof of 99, I'm going to say about 90% of this stuff. I can agree with you that the Actman shouldn't have fucking tweeted those things and should have waited for YouTube's decision and then let YouTube come out publicly about it. I agree with you. And he shouldn't have fucking went on the tirade that he's gone on. We're on the same page here. The thing is, though, is you're omitting certain information. You're saying the Actman never denounced any of the hate on my channel. That is wrong. That is wrong. He did it. Everyone was upset at the time. I understand that a lot of people did not follow the Justice for Actman thing, which is fine. But the thing is that you're making this in bias, and Kit's right, man. Kit, you're fucking just killing it on the takes right now. Rex, what's up, brother? How you doing, brother, sister, they, them, whoever you are? Nice to see you again. Let's see here. But the thing is that you're really misrepresenting a lot of information here, and you're using a lot of, well, I don't know, but this is what I believe. I don't know, but this is what I believe. I don't know if Rich S.A'd that girl, but it's kind of, it just seems like that would be the case. Rich is a pedo because he listens to Vosh. I don't understand that point. I don't get it. Are you going to say that because I listen to Alex Jones once in a while that I believe all globalists should be fucking killed and Hillary Clinton eats babies and there's like fucking vampires that run the world organization through the Illuminati or some crazy shit? Is that what you're going to say? Are you going to say that I don't believe in COVID vaccines because of what Joe Rogan's saying? No. You're not.
All these kind of creators can just say it was an edgy take, and no matter the context of what they're saying, it's okay. He is defending a man that is saying child pornography should be legal.
Not defending. He said, I am a fan of Vosh. Deal with it. That is not a defense. That's just saying I'm a fan of Vosh. I watch him because he's entertaining. It doesn't mean that I agree with every little fucking thing Alex Jones says. That's just weird.
As an adult, what would you...
Sorry about that, Rex. Imagine saying you're a fan of Alex Jones, kind of cringe. Bro, it's literally just a point. Like, I've watched Alex Jones unironically. I think Alex Jones is a ridiculous, crazy entertainer. Like, he's an entertainer. I don't even look at him as this crazy conspiratorial guy. He is. He's 100% that way. But I look at him as like on an entertainment standpoint. Yeah, no, I hate politics too. Don't get me wrong. I just find what Alex Jones says completely entertaining. Like, his takes are fucking ridiculous. But does that mean that I'm going to fucking storm the Capitol or do any crazy shit that Alex Jones would say that people should do? No. I don't understand Quantum's point on this one.
Call that?
Okay, the black helicopters thing might be real.
I don't know what else you call that. That's not decent behavior. You don't do that. I mean, I draw the line at harming children. Period. So he can be mad all day, every day. He's up here calling me a pedophile, so I will join this cancel campaign. You defended a guy that said child pornography should be legal. What am I supposed to call you? A map? What mental gymnastics could you jump through? You're talking about targeting children, man. That's
not what Rich said at all. You're using Vosh's terrible fucking takes, which I agree with you, are fucked. Vosh said those things, and Vosh is in the wrong. And I draw a line when it comes to children as well. If anything is involving children, I get fucking furious about it. I watch and support Mama Max's channel because of the things that people do to children. And people like that need to go. I can't say half of the things I'm going to say that I want to say because Twitch is going to ban my account. But the thing is, man, just because somebody listens to somebody doesn't mean that they agree with everything they're saying. And you trying to lump Rich in as a pedo is not fair. It's disingenuous.
That's what it's about. Emotions run deep when you talk about that kind of thing, okay? People who actually have families, man. You can't... You're Mr. Father of 3, and he's out here calling me that. If you're a father of 3, you should understand that you should never be a fan of Vosh, who says that child pornography should be legal and the age of consent should be lower, but you didn't. Which kind of makes me wonder about you.
But then, so now you're insinuating Rich is a pedo. You're doing that right now. with no proof outside of, hey, I'm a Vosh fan. You are See, now I'm getting... Okay, calm down. Calm down. You're trying to hear him out. Just calm down. Quantum. Rich is a father of 3. I understand that Vosh has said those fucked up things. I don't agree with Vosh at all. I see your point here. I see your point. I see your point. But you have no proof that Rich is the thing you are insinuating. Hear my words again. You do not know those things that you are insinuating that Rich may be. You don't know. You cannot go on a platform and say that without definitive proof.
YouTube, let me say this again for anybody watching this video thinking like all I'm saying is just total bullshit. YouTube investigated these claims and they have confirmed that I haven't broken terms of service and I've never copyright abused anyone. That is in writing and it was delivered to the Act Man. This entire situation should have been over months ago.
Quantum, the thing is though, is I get that he was sent that information. The thing is that still, a lot of that evidence was deleted at the time, and YouTube is not going to take their fucking time to do that. They're not going to. We know that. It took them years to delete J Station. It took them years to delete J Station. That's the problem. YouTube works in a slow and very misinformed manner on their community. I get it. YouTube wrote to the Act Man that they are not going to investigate this, nor can they. You're omitting that point. They cannot investigate it based on that information. Can't. The word can't is in there. It didn't vindicate you. It just said we can't investigate these external links because they no longer exist, to your blogs, to the Twitter posts, to your Facebook, any of that stuff. They didn't vindicate you. They just said we can't do it because these links don't exist and they're not tied to your YouTube channel anymore.
But they keep bringing it up and keep talking about it, saying things like the monetization is good and I have to talk about it. We need to take a stand against creators like this on the platform. Even though YouTube themselves put it in writing, I never broke TOS and I'm not a copyright abuser. Those were fair requests for review.
This is the thing, buddy. With YouTube, there are hundreds of creators that get away with copyright abuse all the time because YouTube still considers that a fair request for review when you put that information in. We already did a video about how you could file a DMCA claim the way that you did. You abused the system. You threatened mischief to abuse the system. You have abused the system against Magician. You harassed Paul. You have said terrible things about Rich. You reached out to the Act Man's mother. The copyright abuse part, and I know everybody who has this conversation goes, well, you guys are now overlooking the copyright abuse part because that's not working for you. No. I'm still harping on it because that is what started all of this. This is patient fucking zero of the situation. Quantum, you abuse the DMCA system. I've done videos on other creators that have done the exact same thing that you have done. I have been watching YouTube for years, learning from the the commentary community channels that have covered DMCA abusers, and you fit the mold. You fit the mold so well. You fit it better than any fucking person I have seen. You do. You fit that mold. You fall in the camp of Carter Encapsulate, J Station, Susie Liu, a handful of others. One of them I'm not allowed to say on stream here, but a certain individual that used to be on YouTube 10 years ago that I am not privy to bring their name up anymore because of threat of legal. Let's go through a list here. Alinity at the time. You fit the mold. You fit the mold. That's the problem. And you filing and leaning on the DMCA strikes against other channels like Mischief is the problem. You need to figure this out. You need to understand that you did abuse the system. YouTube still allows it because they don't have a better system to determine if these claims are valid or not. An example, Dynamic CB, a video that all of you need to watch on my channel. No bullshit. All of you, every single person. Dynamic CB was reached out by a YouTuber named Carter Encapsulate. Carter Encapsulate leaked to him the information that allegedly Morgs and 10 other YouTubers abuse the DMCA system to get videos down of criticism of them when they don't like it. This is the thing, none of their channels have ever been hit with a fake copyright claim. I mean, none of those channels have been taken down for abusing the copyright system because YouTube doesn't have a better system to determine if those DMCA claims are valid or not. It just goes, hey, you know what? The system decided that there's parts of your video in here. Yeah, you can claim it, even though it still falls within the fair use guideline. You knowing, I don't know if you know about this, you being a YouTuber and understanding fair use, I hope, DMCA'd the Act Man because you didn't like him making fun of your take. You leaning on Mischief for a DMCA because you didn't like Mischief's takes on your video is the problem here. You do abuse the copyright system. You do abuse the DMCA.
It is a constant thing of him now trying to say that I'm doing all of this extra stuff, more accusations, even though he has his answer. This is done by people who are literally everything they accuse me of being, and they are going onto Twitter, roping people in who don't know any better, half of them, right? Genuinely saying, hey, talk about this situation. People come in, they share his take because they only reached out to him for some stupid-ass reason.
Never reached out to you. When was this video released? 2 hours ago. Nobody's reached out to you? I'm going to listen to the rest of your take here.
Never reached out
and then I'm going to bitch slap you with some facts.
To me, they would have found all this out. But the problem is, that's just half of them. The other half are the instigators, the people that know about this stuff. And again, for anybody who's confused, all of this started because I put in a DMCA claim against a creator who stole my video, uploaded large portions of it, got picked up.
See, that's the thing. First you said it was any portion of my video got the DMCA claim. That's what you said. There's portions of here are within fair use, not within fair use. The thing is, though, the entire video was fair use. And YouTube said it was in fair use. And you used the DMCA anyways. In my opinion, I can't prove it, knowing that it was fair use. You did that on purpose. You leaned on Mischief on purpose because you didn't like that they were making fun of your points. You reaching out to Griffin Gaming when he made a video on your take of the Xbox, you complained to him and said, please take the video down, please take the video down, please take the video down, please take the video down. No. It falls within fair use. They use clips of your fucking video. It's fair use, buddy. It's fair use. If you are adding something transformative to it, if you're having a conversation with it, if you're actually building points around it, and you edit it a certain way to fall within fair use, that is just what it is. And you filing a DMCA, damn well knowing that, is an abuse of the copyright system.
Up on the Content ID tool, and I reached out to him telling him to take it down. He took it down and then ran to a bunch of content creators saying, hey, he's false flagging me because Mischief was in a group with Actman and Asm Gold and a bunch of other creators.
And Actman and Mischief were in a YouTube creator group together. Actman said so in one of the interviews. Mischief pinged the Discord blindly for anyone to help. Okay. Thank you, Peyton. Thank you for giving me that context. I appreciate that. That's one thing that I didn't know. So I appreciate you letting me know. But that still doesn't negate the fact, Peyton. Yeah, no, nothing wrong with it. That doesn't negate the fact that a creator with a little bit more of a sizable following, which was you, Quantum, at the time, leaned on a smaller creator and threatened a DMCA claim or a privacy complaint because you didn't like the video that was made about your take. You don't reach out to other creators like that unless they say something completely insane, like maybe, just maybe, saying you're a pedo. You know, that's something you should reach out to somebody about and be like, dude, take this video down. This is wrong. This is not correct. This is a really false allegation that you're putting out here. But getting mad at somebody making fun of your review and then leaning on them, DMing them and saying, hey, I'm going to take your video down. That's an abuse. It fell within fair use. You don't like people clowning on your fucking opinion? That's on you.
Mischief ran at those larger creators after taking down his video, calling me a false flagger. The moment YouTube told Actman I wasn't false flagging, those were fair requests for review, that dialogue should have ended, because that is an undisputed fact at that point. YouTube created those policies. They created that copyright strike system.
This is the thing. This is the thing. This is the thing that we've been arguing about since this started, me and you, Quantum. This is the thing. Ignoring the Actman you situation, this is a thing I'm going to say to YouTube. YouTube, for the past couple of years that you have had this copyright system in place, you have been dropping the ball. This system does not work. People that do not understand fair use and do not understand actual DMCA claims and what they can do to other channels, or how they actually work, or what they mean to file, is the problem. Anytime somebody files a DMCA claim, that should be investigated by somebody at YouTube. I know that's impossible. It's impossible to do that. There's way too many people. But if a creator strikes another creator for that, that needs to be manually reviewed each time. The system should not say, this is a fair request for a DMCA claim. A review, yes, not the actual filing of the claim. That's the problem.
That's not legal proceedings, by the way. That's literally YouTube's version of it. They're telling you, like, hey, listen, this is how we handle copyright on our platform.
Which is
without the law
not
being
good.
involved. And we look at things and we review things. And when somebody puts in a DM,
The thing is that they didn't review it. The bot viewed it. The bot brought it up. That's the difference. It wasn't humanly reviewed. It's not humanly reviewed until the appeal goes through. Then maybe a human will go in and do it. But that's the thing. You shouldn't be able to file these bot-informed DMCAs. Like, let's say, hypothetically, you know, the system says, hey, there's portions of your video in here. Do you want the DMCA claim it? The thing is, though, Quantum, and this is the thing that I'm going to bury my feet in the sand on and bury my fucking, like, I'm going to plant my feet here. I'm planting my feet. If another creator makes a video using your words and context, using your words and edits it, transforms it, uses it for context to criticize you, all of those things, that does not give you the right to file a DMCA claim. You going out of your way to strike these other creators that did not agree with you on a fucking thing that you didn't agree with you is ridiculous to me. Is ridiculous. You are invoking Susie Liu. You are doing what Susie Liu did. People were talking about Susie Liu. People were saying her content was stealing stuff from the anime community. She was re-uploading shit. She was re-uploading shit without Funimation's permission. And everyone that made videos about her and criticizing her, she copyright and DMCA claimed everybody because she didn't like what they were saying about her. The same thing can be said in your camp. That somebody made a video about you, you didn't like it, you thought that they were stealing your content, even though it still fell within fair use, and threatened to DMCA claim mischief, and then DMCA claimed the act man. Jesus.
DMCA claim, it's a fair request for us to review the content to see if we agree with that. That if you don't agree with our take on that, you can go to court and then give us a court order through YouTube Legal to have the content removed. So all of this concept of me being a copyright abuser, penalty of perjury, nobody went to court, okay? That is a lie. Another lie is that I'm just bullying and attacking some minor. He tries to throw out the minor policy, talking about endangerment of a child and all this crazy stuff, because I flagged a video that came up on the copyright ID tool. This is done out of hate.
Why are you flagging that video? I understand that you didn't actually put mischief in physical danger. I get it. I get it. I get it. I do. I really, 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 really do. That's stretching it. But why are you doing that? DR Bear. I mean, Butter. Not that. Not a punchable face. He's just somebody who does not actually understand the situation that he's in. None of that. But this is the thing, dude. This is the thing that me and you are never going to agree on here. You sent in these strikes not because you thought they were stealing. I think you genuinely, I take that back. I think you genuinely believe they were stealing your content, which is ridiculous in the first place. Susie Lou much. But you shouldn't have put those DMCA claims in general unless it was a full re-upload of your entire video. If somebody is criticizing you and using your video for context, that does not give you the right to DMCA claim them. Period. You, the individual, to right to do that. That is abuse of the tool. If that individual did not just upload your video in its entirety with no context, no information, nothing, you are abusing the system.
Hatred because I use the tools that a content creator has to protect themselves against creators who like to do what this commentary community likes to do. They call themselves a commentary community, but really it's the harassment community.
Okay, listen. You're calling the commentary community the harassment community. Okay. So you're basically calling out every single person that does commentary right now. The harassment community. You may view it as harassment, but it's people reporting on your behavior. It's people reporting on your behavior, your standing in the community. This is not a harassment campaign. This is not us going out of our way to harass the shit out of you. You continuously upload this information. You continuously contradict yourself. You continuously double down on things. You haven't provided any evidence for things. The commentary community picks itself up and says, listen, I want to hold YouTube accountable and the community accountable and make sure that our community is where it needs to be, right? Like, that is something that needs to be said. That these things need to be said, or else these people that abuse these systems and say these shitty things and do these shitty things continue on unpunished. That is the commentary community. Now, you might see that as harassment, and that you're entitled to your opinion, but that does not mean that you get to strike down someone's video because you do not like their opinion of you. People have the right to meme on you. This is America, baby. This is America. If you're not wishing death on people and horrible shit, or defaming people, or slandering people, or lying about people, that is okay. The commentary community is a group of people that try to hold people like you accountable, because if we just let it go, you would continue on to annoy these people, to basically harass these people. You would basically just harass them. You would keep calling you would call the Ackman's mother and nobody would know about it. Just because you don't like people calling you out on your shit doesn't mean it's harassment. It just means that you have paper thin skin.
They like to weaponize their influence, their fan base, to ratio videos, dislike videos with all kinds of hate comments out the wazoo. They like to, again, share each other's takes and just dogpile videos on the search result just because it's fun for them. This is a problem on YouTube. And this...
I'm going to tell you right now, this isn't fun for me. This isn't fun for me. This is incredibly draining to me. It's incredibly draining on my audience. I understand that they want to be up to date on the quantum situation, but I'm over it. I'm over you. I'm over your bullshit. I'm over all of this. I really am. Like, sure, I maybe have 1 or 2 more videos in me. This will probably be the last one unless Quantum says some crazy shit or the shit gets even bigger, which I have to report on it. But that's it. Like, you aren't a big fish to fry. You're a fucking asshole, and you're a jackass, and you're a liar on a lot of shit. But, like, I'm not having fun doing this. I'm not having fun doing this. At all. If anything, it annoys the shit out of me. When I tell my friends about you, yeah, I'm running dry on this shit. Everyone's running dry on this shit. The commentary community is running dry on this shit because you have nothing to offer. You continuously just bullshit. And it's psychotic because I'm trying to hear you out. And a lot of the things I agreed with you on. But the rich thing, you bringing up mischief and saying, oh, well, it's just a harassment. The commentary community is harassing me. You know, I can't be homophobic if I'm vegan, which is just absolutely hilarious that you even said that in the first place. I still can't believe that. This is the thing, man. The commentary community isn't here to harass people at all. We're here to call people out on bullshit and being bad actors. You are a bad actor. Susie Liu is a bad actor. Jay Station's a bad actor. There are other people on this website that I can't talk about. Ice Poseidon became a bad actor. A lot of things ended up happening. It's reporting on the situation and making sure that people like you are held accountable. You might find that harassment, but it's not.
This has led to very real-world actions of people threatening to murder my family in very gruesome ways. Calling my actual landline, which is not public anywhere, not even on public records, which means...
Why do you even have a landline, dude? It's 2022. First off. Second, anyone that's calling you on the other landline is the biggest piece of shit on planet Earth.
These people are stalking to find that information. I've looked. My landline isn't public information. You can't find it anywhere, bro. We're not talking about anything but the fact that they are being spurred on by ReviewTechUSA and the Axeman, along with Asmongold, Mischief, and a bunch of creators talking about this. And all the people that don't know about this, that are being brought in after the fact, they're being brought in on false merits. I'm not some hateful, crazy menace to the platform. If I was, you would have heard about me before now. The reason you're hearing about me after...
The reason that we're hearing about you now is, yes, because of the big creators that have brought this to our attention. But the thing is that you've been operating in the dark for a very long time. You've been operating in the shadows. And it didn't get to the point that it is now until you tried taking that down.
These creators have a problem with me is because these creators have a problem with me. That's not a coincidence. That's just how it works. And the fact that they create all these talking points because they're offended and they're upset that they're not getting victories where they want them and demanding YouTube and trying to bully YouTube into doing what they want and to do their bidding, and it's not working. Now they're bringing their hateful audience and their mob to come after somebody. And I implore YouTube and everyone who made it to this video, this far in the video, by the way, if you did make it this far in the video, thank you for actually listening to what I had to say, okay? But the fact...
I'm glad I was able to hear you out, man. I'm really trying to understand your point of view here. I'm trying to fill in the gaps that a lot of people are missing out on. I'm glad that you're happy that we're watching this and, like, going all the way through. Me and you can agree on certain things, but there are things that we vehemently disagree on. You calling Rich what you called him, the DMCA abuse that you're trying to slip under the rug, the fact that you called the Ackman's mother, all those things we are never going to agree upon. Quantum, I'm glad that you're happy people are going to hear you out. And I want to hear you out. I want to talk to you. Like, I know I've been incredibly mean in the other videos and all that shit. And I just want to be upfront with you, man. I want to hear you out. I do. And this video is good. This video is a good way for me to understand your point of view versus you making a fucking meme compilation.
All these creators are doing all of this because they just have a vendetta. It's personal for them. Whatever reason it is. For ReviewTechUSA, he doesn't like being called a pedophile. He's a father of 3 and is offended that I called him that because he said, I'm a fan of Vosh, deal with it, because he supports and defended Vosh, saying, he's on live stream, by the way, for anybody thinking I'm just being some asshole about this. He's on live stream defending Vosh, saying that he literally wants the age of consent lowered, and defending Vosh, saying Vosh didn't write those tweets. But then Vosh is on video saying the same thing. So, I mean, at this point, he's clearly knowingly backing up somebody with those values.
But the thing is that that doesn't mean that Rich is a pedophile himself. That doesn't give you the right to call Rich a pedophile. You could disagree with Rich and say, hey, dude, you're platforming somebody who believes in this really shitty take. You could say that, not immediately jumping to Rich is a pedo. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think you understand the disconnection here. But this is the thing, bud. You can't turn around and say somebody's a pedophile because they just watched somebody. You can't do that. That's not the way to do it. You could have just said, hey, it's kind of fucking crazy that you're platforming this guy when you're a father of 3. Did I call Rich a pedo in that sentence? Not at all. It's a legitimate criticism. Okay, cool. But I didn't call Rich a pedo like you have. That's the difference here. Do not call somebody a pedo unless you have significant evidence of that.
Okay, I can't help but think anything else. I'm not trying to attack him. He's literally, like, helping people with that kind of thing, okay? And so then you have Actman. That's a whole nother thing. This ballooned from him feeling like, oh, buddy, you opened up a new can of worms. His exact words, I've shown it in a video, where he literally feels like I tried to DMCA claim a video. That's crossing the line. It's a shitty thing. You never DMCA claim a creator. How about this, Actman and the entire commentary community? You don't take people's videos because you don't like their takes and harass them over it. You can leave a comment. You can maybe...
This is the thing, dude. It wouldn't do anything. The reason that the commentary community does what it does is because it's reporting the actions of the situation. I'm going to upload this, and I'm going to be giving my takes on these in real time. Again, I am not advocating for any harassment to Quantum. But the thing is that most commentary, the whole point of the commentary community is to make videos on people that are bad actors that need to learn the difference between what should be allowed and what is allowed on YouTube and how you handle and conduct yourself. I understand if you don't like that. But the thing is that we can still make these videos. It's our opinions. So you're basically saying that the news media, I'm not comparing commentary channels to the news, but you're saying that channels like ours can't comment on a situation and make videos based on that situation is basically what you're saying. You're basically trying to tell people that they can't have a voice if they have an issue with your thing. So you're saying that Fox News can't write an article about the Democratic Party, or you're saying that CNN can't write anything negative about Trump, or American media can't say anything negative about Vladimir Putin and criticize him. Your logic doesn't make sense on this point.
Touch on it, but to do what you guys do and sit on a creator for multiple uploads on multiple videos and harass them upload after upload, there's a problem with your behavior, and I hope YouTube finds out about this category of YouTuber. Fratanga Plays, Oh No It's Alex, fucking Mischief, Griffin Gaming. The list of you cancerous, disgusting, parasitic drama channels goes on, and you truly make YouTube a dangerous place at this point. Because I wouldn't be getting these hate comments talking about TVs, as I've never had hate comments about TVs. It's always when you gamers get...
But this is the thing, is that you said that you've received hate comments before with Griffin Gaming. You said that you've received hate comments for I think it was the LG TV thing and the Xbox thing. You've had this before you even became a main talking point on YouTube. Everyone gets shitty comments no matter what, dude. Get over it. Be an adult. Don't read the fucking comment. Do you know how many dumbass comments I see on a constant basis that don't make any sense to me? Do I immediately just start, like, writing in the comments, you're a fucking idiot, outside of your little fucking lackey Anonymous, and then one other dipshit that I forgot what he wrote, and I kind of regret writing what I wrote, honestly, and I can admit that, but it just doesn't make sense. You're basically saying that people that have opinions on other creators shouldn't be allowed to make any sort of comment about you outside of writing a comment on the YouTube channel, and saying that gamers are toxic people. Great. We're back in the 90s now.
Involved, and you start dogpiling and doing all this shit and making big issues up and doing what Actman is currently doing, how he runs to other creators and says, get involved in this on Twitter. That's why this is as big as it is. It has nothing to do with transphobia or YouTube being conspiracy theorists or siding with hate. There is no hatred here. I'm a guy that wants to make his content. I would like everybody to go back to their own business and leave me the hell alone and stop threatening my family. That would be great. And again, watch this whole video, break it down all you want, but at the end of the day, I just want to be left alone, and it's not happening, no matter what I do. And this is...
So this is the thing, though. This is the thing, though, Quantum. This is the thing about a lot of creators that know how to handle drama. You have made multiple videos about the Actman situation. Multiple. Just like how I can say I've made multiple videos about you. I get that. I get it. The thing is, on your end, though, you're the one that is currently embroiled in the drama. And then when you make a meme compilation laughing at the situation, using points from your Discord that are leaking information to you, or providing you information that is leading to a narrative that doesn't make any sense, that's the problem. That's the problem here. That's the disconnection. Maybe just stop uploading and responding to every single person. Quit reaching out to Boogie. Quit reaching out to creators that are talking about it. Just because you don't like that we're talking about it and trying to break down the situation, that doesn't mean that we're sending hate to your channel. We want to understand the situation, a lot of us. I know in the beginning I was pretty harsh on you. I was pretty harsh. But I've changed my tune because I feel like at the end of the day, I need to understand you more. The only person I will never give that quarter to is J-Station. Oh, thank you, Erie GT. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Thank you for the gift to the community. I appreciate that. I agree with you, James. He should just stop doing this. Thank you, Erie. I appreciate that. It's really nice to know that I at least make content that's entertaining. I want to be entertaining yet informative. Like, that's my play here. That's why I'm talking about Quantum on this level, where I'm not screaming and yelling and doing what I normally do for crazy shit. Like, that's just how I'm handling the situation now. I'm growing as a creator, and seeing Quantum say that the commentary community is full of hateful people that say hateful things and said hate to other channels is disingenuous. The actual commentary community that critiques other channels, if you don't like their opinion, don't respond to it.